See, this is your
I would.
Christian upbringing coming back into play, Taylor. We
Stop.
did not coexist with the dinosaurs, okay?
You can't prove that.
Wait. Actually, on the topic of dinosaurs, I read this thing which made so much sense, and I can't believe I've never thought of it before. I'm sure you both have seen it. The fact that none of these fucking dinosaurs looked anything like we said they are, because we basically just took their bone structure and shrink wrapped skin on it.
Yeah.
Right? So look at what a human looks like. If you shrink wrapped skin onto a human skeleton, it would look fucking stupid. That's just not the way anybody looks. So the T-Rex didn't look like that shit at all. It's just, I had no idea.
I was
like, that makes so much more sense.
For a while, I remember it was like, did you know that dinosaurs had feathers? And then I saw Nat Geo tweet something that was like, actually, probably not.
Really?
And so
they had feathers. A lot of them had
some
feathers.
Some of them did, but
some of the feathers are fossilized. I hope we get to Jurassic Park technology. I'm gonna predict that. Look, the way genetics work and all that research
we're doing
stuff.
It.
Yeah, we're all well versed in genetics,
dude.
Well, all right. What I mean by that is 30 years ago, cloning was insane, and then they just did it like crazy, and it got so passé that they don't even bother with it anymore. They had to outlaw human cloning. George Bush did it, and then the idea of genetic engineering. Yeah, the Chinese are still doing that shit.
I know.
And the idea of Taylor making a baby was once science fiction, and now it's slowly becoming reality. And right
talking about
now,
genetic inserts and stuff.
Yeah, genetic alteration, and they can write viruses that go in and literally alter genetic code. The movie Gattaca, of course, is Chiz is referencing there with Uma Thurman. Wonderful movie. Love Uma. I'd suck those big fucking feet. If I only get one
some
toe.
Of them toes in my mouth, I'll tell you what.
Only one would fit. Those are some big old feet. I bet they're bigger than mine. So what I'm saying is science fiction often becomes science fact. And I think Michael Crichton might have been ahead of his time. I think eventually we will bring something back.
Science fiction often becomes science fact. Put that over a fucking picture of space with Neil deGrasse Tyson looking listlessly into the distance. Science fiction often becomes science fact.
It does. It does.
I know. It's just the way you said it was so funny.
It was very notable.
Yeah.
Science fiction often becomes science fact.
I stared at the mirror for 3 hours this afternoon practicing that line. I will not have science fiction often becomes science fact.
But anyway, sorry. What were we saying?
I think someday, maybe not dinosaurs, because it seems like they're fossilized and it's all dried up and there's nothing to get there.
No,
but maybe the woolly mammoths and mastodons and shit like that. Some of the stuff that's only been gone for 10,000 years or 15,000 years, that shit.
No, didn't we do something out of amber? We did. I'm such a fucking idiot.
That's Jurassic Park.
I searched resurrect out of amber, and the first link is how to get Aerodactyl out of old amber. Pokemon, let's go. And I was like, all right, word. But no,
I have to go to the museum and Computer City. Okay, yeah,
of course. But no, I'm pretty sure that DNA. Shiz is right. DNA has a half-life, so we can't just go back to the Mesopotamia period. Shout out Pangea.
With current technology, we can't. But perhaps the way evolution works, maybe we have a way to turn back the hands of time and create the genetic code from what we have now. If there's an animal that
that's how we get some fucking creatures. That's not how we get T-Rex. That's how we get X-Rex, and shit's just
cool. Good enough for me. If we can somehow look at modern elephants and be like. Mammoth. There it is. That's where it was. This is the code. This is the code for fucking 8,000 BC mammoth right here. That best model there was. Extra hairy, and we can just print that bitch out. That'd be cool.
Would you rather go back and try and build something that existed, or would you rather just take the same tech that it took for them? Because we're talking about AI that's going, hey, we're gonna figure this out and put it together the best that the AI can. Or would you rather just do it the other way and just be like, here's AI, just make us some shit and just go?
I don't want that
way.
Because somebody's gonna fuck up and make really intelligent wasps.
Yeah, so put them on the moon. Moon can be our playground, and we just start pumping things out. And then we have the moon populated by terrifying alpha apex predators, but they can't get to us because we're...
Until they invent space travel, and then we're all fucked.
Yeah, any day now we'll invent space travel.
I want to go space. Yo, that was actually sad that the, Opportunity rover died today.
Oh, what was the Opportunity rover?
15 years ago, so it was Spirit, which was the first rover, I think, and then Opportunity was the longest one. It was supposed to be 90 days. They sent it out, and then it, went to Mars. It took like over 250,000 raw photos. It helped us discover the multiple types of water and like the fact that there was maybe, potentially life on Mars, etc. And it lasted 15 years, and then like maybe a year ago it stopped responding because it got covered with dust and then whatever. But yeah, today was the last day. They sent out like the final ping, like, if you're alive, tell us something. But like 8 months ago, it sent one message, and it was so sad. I was like, why do I feel more about this robot than literally anything on Earth? It said, my battery's getting low, it's getting dark. And I was like, oh man, this dude's dying alone up there. I was so sad. Like,
why would you give it sad phrases to say?
Right?
Please, I'm scared.
It's so cold. My internals are freezing. Like,
I'm scared.
Little stutter, like, but you said you wouldn't leave me.
Oh, that is a little dark.
But it is.
What animal would you bring? I tell you what, I want to bring back those fucking saber-toothed cats. Those things look
the
bad
big ones,
fucking
the ones
ass.
with like the fucking the teeth.
Yeah, I would like to. I think those are sick. Bring some of those back and put them in Africa.
Cool.
Put them in Africa.
I want to bring.
Wild.
I want to bring back those giant flying fucking, not pterodactyls, but like they had super
the terror birds. Yeah,
just
they're called Thunderbirds.
Yeah. They're just like, it's like a jet plane, but it's just like a normal bird. It's like a whale in the sky.
Dude, this is not science fiction. This is some real ass shit. And there are people who believe that there were still some around, like at the turn of the last century, like not the last century, but the one before that. Like in the late 1800s, there were reports of people being carried off by these.
They're
Thunderbirds.
like 9 feet tall, like just cataclysmic size.
A wingspan of like 8 meters or something like that. Like this gigantic Thunderbirds that are like fucking eagles that could carry a man away.
It's called Quetzalcoatlus, and it was.
God, don't you wish that the last one, all right, the last Thunderbird on the planet, was in Tampa, Florida. Tomorrow.
And they just erased Tampa, Florida from the map.
No.
Yes,
no.
I agree.
Because that's where Woody's away flying, I think, and Woody's up there, and all of a sudden he hears, yeah! And he's like, huh! And he looks, and a 30-meter wingspan is coming at him at 130 miles per hour, and he's like, all right, if I could just grab the talons first, I'll just be able to swing it, and it just devours him and takes him back to his young. If there's a God, and there's not, then
this thing was enormous.
Can you bring a picture so Chiz could show the audience?
How long is the wingspan that it's...
I'll link I'm just looking at the Wikipedia article. Here it is. It says wingspan is 52 feet.
Jesus Christ.
Twice as big as I thought.
Think of a pelican, just bigger. It's like a giraffe neck. This shit is dumb.
This is a fucking dinosaur, Taylor.
At least 10 feet high at the shoulder.
Look at the comparison of a Cessna. It's the size of a Cessna. It's just so big.
Oh, it was found in Texas. So this was just fiddle fucking around in Texas 68 million years ago.
Give Texas back. We don't need it anymore. This thing could possibly, there might be one hiding.
We should find one. Man, that would be so cool. Imagine if we could weaponize the Quetzalcoatlus.
So that's not what I was talking about. So I'm talking about this animal called the Thunderbird. So forgive the crypto kookery that's going to unfold at this point.
Wait, how is this not the same one?
Because that's a fucking dinosaur that was around during the Cretaceous. So sightings of large bird-like creatures have been reported for many years, at least since people began settling further west in the United States and Canada. One of the most famous reports is from 1890, where 2 Arizona cowboys claimed to have shot and killed a large bird. It was described as having no feathers, and it had the head similar to that of an alligator. The 2 men supposedly dragged the dead bird to town after killing it. The report seems to suggest that this creature looked more like a pterodactyl or a dragon than any modern day bird.
I just think it was like, it's cool. I can also see it just being this just giant fucking atrocity of a like a Yao Ming bird, but just it lost all of its feathers, and then it was just like, whatever.
Yeah, but those two pioneer cowboys wouldn't have lied.
Look at that photo right there. A picture tells 1,000 words. That's what they say. Look at that.
Yeah, man, that is a pretty big bird, but that could also be a very small man. We don't know.
Felix Littleton, pictured here next to a normal-sized crow, the tiniest man who ever lived.
It'd be the easiest way to like be impressive with hunting expeditions. Just bring a hunting dwarf to like stand next to your catch.
Hey, little Pete, get out here. Stand next to this deer.
If you didn't pay so well, I'd be out of here. What are you gonna do, Pete? You're right. I'm nothing.
We're 150 miles from civilization, Pete. Get in that photo. I'll feed you to the bear cubs.